To seek and to save that which was lost. Say, well, it sounds like sinners to me. You know where that text appears? To seek and to save that which was lost? That text appears at the end of the Zacchaeus story. How many of you remember the Zacchaeus story? Wee little man, and a wee little man was he. You know the song if you don't know the guy, right? He climbed up in the sycamore tree for the Lord he wanted to see. And the little Zacchaeus needs to see the Lord, so he climbs up in a tree because he's short of stature and he can't see Jesus for the press. And that's not people with cameras and notepads. That's just a bunch of people, and Zacchaeus can't see over anyone's head. So he climbs up into the tree, and he's a tax collector, and no one likes him in his own nation and his own culture. And he does it. If Jesus is going to go see him, that's going to be a scandal for Jesus. And Jesus stops under the tree and says, Zacchaeus, come down. We're going to go to your house today. And Zacchaeus welcomes Jesus. They have lunch together, and Zacchaeus makes a proclamation at the end of lunch and says, I give everybody fourfold back if I've cheated them. He actually gets, what comes out of Zacchaeus is exactly what needs to come out of Zacchaeus, but it doesn't come out of Zacchaeus by browbeating and condemnation and intimidation, but by love and by acceptance. And did you know the next phrase out of Jesus' mouth after Zacchaeus makes his proclamation is, I have come to seek and to save that which is lost. Who was he talking about? Zacchaeus, a Jew. I mean, by all standards, he's part of the kingdom of Abraham. He's part of the family, and yet he's that one which is lost. Jesus isn't talking about some Gentile prostitute. He's talking about a man who knows the Torah, a man who has as his heritage Abraham, a man who's part of the circumcision. And yet, he's the lost one. It teaches me something. A lot of times, we are the ones in desperate need of saving because we've wandered from our identity that we are sons and that we are daughters. We've wandered from knowing how much the Father loves us and cares about us. He's out to seek and save that which is lost. So if Jesus was sent to seek and save that which is lost, what are we sent to seek and to save? Well, that which was lost. What was lost? Jesus said, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I think one of our primary concerns ought to be to tell God's people. That may be where we should start. To tell God's people that they are God's people. Because if he went for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, he was going for his own. The people that just didn't know who they were. And so that transformation begins. And so at that upper room, Jesus commissions them to go do exactly what it is that he does. Listen, I give you peace the way Daddy's given it to me. I send you out the way Dad has sent me out. And what did Dad send me out to do? He sent me to find you. You fishermen and farmers. You men who were in shame and condemnation. You men who had pasts. You men who had wandered. He sent me to bring you in and make you fishers of men. And so the kingdom locked into that room holds such potential and such power. So why don't we throw wide the door, man? Open the door. Go do, go be, go present this good news. It's not about let's wait till we can get them to Grace River Community Church where maybe the pastor can do something for them. But it's go out and seek those who don't know who they are in Christ and tell them about the love of the Father. Spread the message of His love and His grace and His peace. The option is yours. I think Jesus He comes through the doors into the locked room to show us that there truly are no locked doors in the kingdom, that everyone has potential and possibility in the Father, and that He loves them immensely.